doesn't have to be that program. But as long as you're demonstrating that you're taking hard courses and that you're doing a lot of different things, then I think that'll benefit you. But I don't think IB, if that option is there and you don't take it, automatically you're at a disadvantage. I don't believe that.
And there is no preferential treatment at Cal State. You either meet the requirement or you don't. At the UCs, there's no such thing as preferential treatment for anything, but you definitely increase the type, the way in which your application is looked at because of the comprehensive review. So that it will see that you're making, you're creating a rigorous curriculum that is, the best that you can, right, from your high school. So you're participating in the most rigorous curriculum your high school offers.
I'd just like to add that even though there's no preferential treatment for students who were in IB program, but don't forget, IB has a different, built up a different kind of skill. I mean, they make you write papers that's college level paper, so you're much better prepared when you are in college, and you can handle those term papers very well.
Is there a weight on the GPA for an IB graduate? Do they like get a 1.3 multiple or anything like that, like the APs?
I think it depends on your high school. At Wilson High School, all honors and AP classes, you get an extra point. But I think at other schools, I think Walnut, they don't. Right? It's just a grade is a grade.
You'll have to meet with counselors at the school you want to go to, as well as have a good understanding of the courses that you're in and how those articulate.
College transferring to a four-year university, whereas you see at Cal State, there are so-called articulation agreements, and you have to ask the counselor what kind of agreement they have and what courses will be accepted. You have to check with both schools, the school you're in now and the school you intend to go to.
I think for Ivy Leagues, it's also a little bit more stringent. Ivy Leagues, they kind of want to make sure you have the same experience as everyone else who's paying, $40,000 in tuition. So they're not going to let you get away with taking a ton of courses outside. So, what they'll accept will probably be even less than what a Cal State or a UC is going to accept.
One question over here.
我用中文问一下，我能不能请教一下那个孙博士啊，就是你刚刚在投影片上讲的那些标准是非常好，要申请 IB 这个但是一般人都达不到，太高了。你能不能告诉我说，一般的高中生要用什么样的方法可以比较快速的能够进到 UC 就好？
Should we translate into English? Okay. Basic question is, he says his presentation was excellent if you got into IB, but unfortunately not many people can. So how would you get into a UC if you don't get into IB or the AP track? Okay.
To answer your question, I think it's an IB program is really good for entering the UC school. Because my other daughter last year, they probably had 50 students get into a UC Berkeley, combined UC Berkeley and UCLA. Okay, so it's that IB program are really good for UC school, and because they are really rigorous and you do quite well, you're capable of doing that. But but what I'm trying to do is I set a high goal, so if you want to reach for it, even if you cannot reach that high, but you would still set a much higher than you expect. You can set something low. Part of the student success is how parents would set a goal for the children. Okay, if you look at that, you have to set goal high, even probably unrealistic, but it's better to set high goal high and set up for a little bit less.
Over here. Any more? Okay, folks. I guess that's about it. I have
sports. How much does artistic ability count?
You want to take a crack at that one? Artistic ability?
Well, actually, Cal State Fullerton is a great example of that because we have one of the most competitive fine arts departments in the UC, including both UC and Cal State. And so it's one of those things like, you know, if you're really good at something and your grades and you meet minimum eligibility, they will admit you. So in Cal State, like I said before, it's a little different. You either meet the requirement or you don't. But the fine arts department is actually an exception because you have to audition and you know, or show your work and stuff like that. At the UCs, I believe different program. Every program is different. In the fine arts, you really start to get into. It's kind of like athletics, right? You have to like you have to audition and show that you have a certain ability, and based on that, they weigh that into your admissions. So it's a part of, that becomes part of the review. So
Let me clarify that. Are you talking about that as an extracurricular activity or you're majoring in art? Extracurricular?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Extracurricular, I think as long as you can verbalize it and articulate it that, you know, that you might have a mini show, an exhibition somewhere, or you can sew some of your pieces. You know, the way to convey that, you know, I like to draw. I mean, that doesn't stand out as a lot of people like to draw, but then, you know, it's not a piece of art. But if you can demonstrate that you have done an exhibition at your school, at the high school, you know, art show, or you have sold your pieces, make sure you say that. If you just because you're interested in art, like to draw, that may not help you much.
Carrie is an exceptional piano player. She probably can tell you, you know, what art, you know, extra hours, long hour playing piano would do for her.
I can't draw to save my life, but I do play piano. I've played since I was 5, and I've been in up to international, from regional up to international competitions in piano ever since I was like 6 to now. So I did write that on a resume as just like another extracurricular activity. But what I do is I also recorded 4 of my best pieces, and I sent that to colleges for that extra bonus. And if a college like Stanford offered audition, I did go up there and play for their music department. So like I wasn't playing for like getting into music. I'm not majoring in that. I like minor in that, but that's not like my main major. But I think it does help if you show, instead of just write about it, you show exactly at what level you are in your extracurricular.
I think art can really help you. When I applied, I had a slideshow of my artwork. So, you know, that was then. Today, you can just scan your art and post it online somewhere and include the link in your application. But you do want to make sure that people know what it is. Don't just say that I like art. But really show what it is. And if you won awards, even better.
Okay, any other questions? Oh, there we go.
Will we be able to briefly talk about scholarship in UC and Cal State, or maybe in private schools? Just briefly. Especially now, the budget cut, whether there's a major impact?
Yeah, the budget cut for Cal State, the Pell Grant has gone up, and at Cal State there's a SUG State University grant. There's a Cal Grant if you're below up to a certain poverty level or income level. You have Cal Grant A and Cal Grant B, and then work study and loans. Scholarship is, there are a lot of scholarships, but most of the scholarships are private. So you have to apply separately. And most of the scholarships have different criteria. Some are academic, you have to show academic achievement, others for specific purposes. So you have to apply separately, and the scholarship will be figured into your financial aid package, the total package. Because there's a set family contribution, a set budget for the student. So if you have more scholarship, it doesn't mean that that's extra. If you have more scholarship, that means you might have less loans or less Cal Grant and so on. So the scholarship is very easy to apply or very difficult, depending which one you're applying. So, but there are a few Dr. Sun listed, the national merit and so on. If you go for that, that get you a lot of mileage in terms of getting